Yo, what's going on, everybody? You're watching Giants Now by Chat Sports. I am your host, Marshall Green. Got some breaking news. The New York Giants have made a couple of roster moves over the last couple of days. They have added a wide receiver to this football team today, claimed him off waivers. We got to talk about that. We also have some injury news to discuss on Kayvon Thibodeaux, and I don't think it's very likely that he is going to be playing this week, and I may even go as far as say not even again this year. And then we'll close today's show talking about Marcus Freeman, because the Marcus Freeman rumors surrounding this football team are getting hotter and hotter and hotter every single day. The New York Giants, though, they are active on the waiver wire today. They have claimed wide receiver Ryan Miller off of waivers, played in 13 games this year for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, played in 11 games last year, and then played in one game in 2023. 6'2", 220 pounds. He is 25 years old, went to Furman, and he was an undrafted free agent. This year for Tampa, 2 receptions, 34 yards, does have a touchdown on one of those grabs. The Giants, they did release Ray McCloud from their practice squad this week, and prior to the addition of Ryan Miller, they were pretty thin with just Wan'Dale Robinson, Darius Slayton, Isaiah Hodgins, and Jalen Hyatt on the roster when it comes to the 53-man roster and players that are healthy. Remember, Gunnar Olszewski left the game against the New England Patriots a couple of Mondays ago, the last time the Giants played, and it did not look good for him. I immediately thought, does this mean the New York Giants could look to finally release Jalen Hyatt? Hyatt wasn't even an active player, a part of the game day 48 roster on Monday night against New England. And at this point, if you're not going to play him, but you're going to roster him as a part of the 53, what are you doing? Let's get somebody on the 53 that you trust to play on game days, considering you have a young quarterback and you should be surrounding him with quality NFL talent. Ryan Miller, is he that? I don't know. How much will he play? I don't know. Look, he had 12 grabs for 128 yards and 2 touchdowns in the 2024 season, so he's at least been able to produce a little bit when his number has been called. But the Giants make this move on the waiver wire. They add him to the 53-man roster as they try to piece together this wide receiver room. And they're having to do so because they didn't take it seriously this offseason. You sign Ray McCloud before you sign Isaiah Hodgins. You release Ray McCloud, and it took you till, week 12 to sign Isaiah Hodgins? No reason to be negative on today's show. As you can see, the Giants are, I love them. Let's go to the injury report. It is a lengthy one as the Giants come back from a bye week. Some players that were banged up prior to the bye got beat up in that Patriots game. Tyrone Tracy, remember, he left that game injured. He was a full participant at practice. I would assume he does play this week, and against a Washington defense that hasn't been stellar over the last month. For fantasy purposes, he could be a big play. You're also going to see Darius Musow and Art Green back. I believe they are coming off of IR. Demetrius Flanagan-Fowles, Josh Azudu, and Corey Black were all full participants. Players that were limited: Bo Collins, he's coming back from IR. Theo Johnson, Tyler Nubin, Gunnar Olszewski, a concussion. We'll see if he is going to play. If not, the Giants, they did make another roster move as well, and it was actually a special teams roster move. They went and added Xavier Gipson, the punt returner that was actually on this team earlier in the season, and they let him go, and I believe he went to the Eagles, and I want to say he fumbled in a game on the Eagles, or he fumbled in a game on the Jets. I'm getting all the green colors confused. But Xavier Gipson, he did spend some time with the Jets. He has a connection to the Giants special teams coach. He actually spoke about him at the presser today, had nothing but great things to say about him. So 2 signings, Xavier Gipson, and they went out and added Ryan Miller as well. So Giants adding some players, getting a little bit healthy as well. Greg Van Roten was limited with a shoulder. Players that did not participate at practice: DJ Davidson, Victor Dimukeje, Jamie Gillen. That's another one that we need to talk about. Nick Jones, Raheem Nunez-Roches, Kayvon Thibodeaux. All right, let's talk about Kayvon Thibodeaux before we get to Gillen. I don't know if he's going to play again this year. He's already missed, 4 games and a bye? So 5 weeks, right? The last time that Kayvon Thibodeaux played in a game was in Week 10 against Chicago. So yeah, I missed 5 weeks. I wish it was 5 weeks. But yeah, not good. It's going to be Week 14 this week? This will be his 4th week that he did not play. At this point, let's just shut him down for the year and get him right. Get him healthy. No need for him to go out there and make it worse. And, he's got a contract situation on the line. So that's something to monitor. Not good that the 5th overall pick is injured and going to miss the final 7 games of the season, essentially miss almost half of the year. Jamie Gillen, he got... Remember when Jamie Gillen didn't get the snap down on the kick to Younghoe Koo that he did not kick? He actually kicked the turf. Yeah, Jamie Gillen actually hurt his knee on that play, and it was on the tackle. The bad news Giants, bad news Bears. But yeah, Jamie Gillen, he is injured. The Giants, I believe, signed a punter to their practice squad as well. I'm almost positive they did. I know they signed Casey Rogers, the D lineman, to the practice squad a couple of days ago. I want to say they signed a punter. I'm almost positive they signed a punter. Man, at least to the practice squad. I don't know. Once I find that out, though, I'll get you guys that information as I'm going through. Man, I think I'm doing a bad job. Yeah, I had it. I don't know where it went, though. I thought the Giants did sign a punter. I can't find the news on that. But Jamie Gillen, or maybe they have a punter on the practice squad already. I don't remember what it was. Let's see. I have their roster pulled up here. Practice squad. Yeah, Cameron Johnson. He was already on the practice squad. So Cameron Johnson could be punting this Sunday for the Giants against Washington. All right, so Gillen hurt. Bad news Bears. Kayvon Thibodeaux did not play. Let's close with Marcus Freeman. It just seems like those rumors continue to heat up and up and up. Shout out to Anthony Rivardo of Fireside Giants. I'm just going to read his tweet. Marcus Freeman is held in high regard by the Giants and is generating plenty of interest from NFL teams. Connor Orr reported today that Freeman has a CEO mindset and has many NFL responsibilities at Notre Dame, a program that is more closely aligned operationally to a pro team than any other NCAA clubs. The Giants are reportedly looking for a CEO type of coach this offseason. Freeman is a really interesting target, but the buyout in his contract is undisclosed and likely north of $10 million. Anthony doubts the New York Giants would pay that. Connor Orr is a senior writer for Sports Illustrated. He's not the only one. We did a video a couple of days talking about Freeman. There's ties from the Giants to Notre Dame, former or Giants front office people, worked for Notre Dame before. Look, I know there's a lot of Notre Dame fans that are Giants fans as well. If you're a Notre Dame fan, let me know. Why should the Giants want Marcus Freeman? Why should they not? He's going to need 2 really good hires if he's the head coach. Got to hire an offensive coordinator and a defensive coordinator. Hasn't coached in the NFL before. Not that that's a no-go, but there would be hurdles to cross over. But just want to keep you guys up to date. I remember Paul Schwartz also said, and we've talked about that, the Giants hold Marcus Freeman in a high regard, and they respect him. So we'll see. It's going to heat up. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Let's go Big Blue.